Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to go over rinsing pods for Keurig coffee makers. So I've got 5 Keurig machines right here. I've got the K Slim, K Select, K Duo, K Supreme, and K Cafe. And then I've got 3 different cleansing cups or rinsing cups. So rinsing pods look just like a K cup, except they've got a solution in there that helps to rinse the inside of where the K cup sits. And I think they do a really good job. And I'm going to test all 3 of these today. I've used the Keurig ones in the past, and I think they do a good job, but I wanted to buy the other 2 top selling. So here you have the Quick and Clean. It's $10 for this. That means they're $1.66. You get 6 of them in this. They're $1.66 each. This is the Urnes cleaning cups. This is $8 for 5. Again, they're $1.66 a piece. And this you get 10 for $18.50. That means these are $1.85 a piece. You can get your costs down when you order a bunch of these. Like if you order 4 boxes of these, I think you can get it down to around $1. But that's a lot of rinsing cups. Now, generally, I recommend using a rinsing cup once a week, maybe every couple weeks. And you could probably go once a month, but then you're probably getting into some deep cleaning in that needle basket area. So let's take a look at these Keurigs. I've been brewing some coffee today. Now they look clean. Now, there's where your Keurig cup goes. You've got a needle there. You've got a needle there at the top. I do see some coffee grounds on that. Down here, this looks clean. And again, you've got your needle up at the top. Over here, this is for the K cup side. And the needle. The K Supreme's got 5 needles. It's going to clean the 5 needles and the needle at the bottom. So what is surprising though, even though these look clean, and I've done freshwater rinses, so you can close the lid and you can do an 8 ounce without a K cup in there and just run fresh water through there. That works too. But I've found these cleansing cups actually do a little bit better job than just a freshwater rinse. And what you're not seeing is down inside. So these cups come out that hold the needles right there in the bottom. But these come apart, and that's how you clean the needle. But down inside here gets really, really dirty and grimy. So if you're not ever taking these out and deep cleaning this, these rinsing cups are going to really help with that. I'll just show you real quick. If you do have to take this apart, again, the sharp needle's right there. You're just going to pop it apart, and you'll be surprised how much kind of coffee gunk you get down in here. You just got to scrub it with a brush and clean out that needle with a paper clip. And it's got 2 tangs, and it puts back together. So there's your needle basket. This is what the K-cup's going to sit in. It's going to get pierced on the bottom. Well, this is the rinsing cup. Pierced on the bottom is going to shoot hot water in there. There's like a powder in there, and it foams, and I think it does a pretty good job of deep cleaning. And we're going to put the needle basket in, make sure you can read the sharp needles, and then just snap it in. So if you're not doing a rinsing with these rinsing cups, I recommend taking this needle basket out at least once a month and deep cleaning that needle basket because it gets really grimy on the inside. But these rinsing cups will help that, and they're very easy to use. I mean, a rinsing cup, you just put it in there like a normal K-cup and do a brew. But they've all got a little different way they want you to brew it. So let's read this one. This one wants you to brew the cup using the largest cup size once. Remove the cup, so you're going to put the cup in there, put it on the largest setting, what is usually about 12 ounces. Remove the cup and then brew one more. They always want you to do a rinse. So we're going to be taking the cup out and then doing a freshwater rinse. This one's a little different. They want you to put the cup in, brew they want to leave the cup in. They want to brew the largest cup size twice. So that's a little different. Again, it feels like they all have pretty much powder in there of some sort. And then you're going to remove the cup and then do another freshwater rinse. They say do 2 freshwater rinses. That's a good idea. Keurig, just a little dip. You're going to put it in. You're going to do an 8 ounce brew. So they recommend doing like an 8 ounce, which is not the largest setting. take the pod out, and then do a fresh water rinse. So I've been using these Keurigs all day. I've made probably about a week's worth of coffee out of them. Let's see what we get out of them. Let's do this one. Let's do this one here, and this one here. So this one we're going to do remember the 8-ounce setting. 8. We got to turn it on first. This one we do the largest setting twice. And this one we do the largest setting once and then take it out. So it's going to happen really fast. I'm going to try to get this. This one's the 8-ounce. This one takes the longest, so I'm going to do this one first. This one, and then this one. Okay, so this one is kind of a bluish color. Wasn't expecting that. This one's a white color. I've used this before. It really foams pretty good. And this one's kind of an orange yellow color. Huh. Interesting. This one stops foaming after a while. This one is still foaming. This one you don't get quite as much foaming action out of it. That one seems like it has the most chemical in it. This is just a slower machine, that's why it's taking longer. And here we've got the 8-ounce Keurig rinsing cup. So this one's finishing up right here. Yeah, that one's got a lot of chemical in it still. Okay, so let's take a look at these first. I still got to leave the pod in on that one, but I just want to take a look, see what we're coming up with. This one I don't see a bunch of, normally you'll see coffee grounds kind of floating in there. No, this one, I do see a few coffee grounds at the bottom. And this one, nothing too much. Okay, so let's open this one up. This one we're done with. We just got to do a fresh water rinse on this one. This one, remember, is this one. I've got to leave the pot in there again and do another big brew. I do have to lift the handle just to activate it. This one's all done. So let's watch this one. This is the second brew through this one, through that same cup. So there's not much chemical left in the K-cup. So this one's finishing up. And we're going to lift this up and take this out. It's interesting to note this stuff is still like fizzy. There's a bunch of chemical in there. So let's just cut them open. I'm not suspecting to see anything left. These things usually get everything out of that cup. It dissolves. So let's take a look. Yeah, everything's out of the cup. Everything's definitely out of that cup. It got ran through twice. And this one, oh, this one had a filter. Huh, interesting. I'm not sure why it had a filter. And there's holes out the side and the bottom. Interesting, 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 interesting. Let's see if they explain that. I do know these have a lot to do with getting the oil residue off. Even soap and water can't get that oil residue off. But so this is the most interesting one. It's got holes on the side. Let's look at a new cup. You know, that's why, so I was wondering why. So this box, the cups felt kind of like they had a powder on them. And I'm like, well, did one leak or something? But there's holes on the side here. And I think some of the product leaks out. Let's take a look inside one that. So there's a filter and some of those granules. So here we have this one. It's got, so there's those granules that are in there, and I'm not sure what purpose that filter does. So I cut the bottom off, and there's kind of a really hard plastic thing that kind of holds everything. Interesting, interesting. Now be careful, I'm sure this is really, really harsh chemical. So let's take one of these. This one seemed to have the harshest chemical. Let's see what's going on inside it. Okay, it's got some blue powder. And quite a bit of it too. Okay. There's that one. Let's cut open a Keurig. The last one. It's a white powder. I've cut one of these open before. Yeah. So this one has the least amount of chemical, but it's got this special filter and it's got holes on the side. This one's got a really fine powder, and this one's got the most powder. And we can see that it's still kind of doing some stuff. Okay, so we're still not done with the clean. I got a little sidetracked there. We still have to rinse these. There might be some chemical left in. So do a rinse. Same with here, no K-cup, just a freshwater rinse. And same here. Turn it on. This one turns off so quick. So here we are. It's just running fresh water through without a K-cup. I would probably do 2 of these. This one tells you to do 2 freshwater rinses after you take the cup out. And same over here. I mean, it does look like a pretty harsh chemical, so I definitely would want to get it all out. Now, we did not get a ton of stuff in here, but I have before gotten a ton of stuff when I do these rinsing pods. So let's just read on the box as it cleans away coffee oils from the brewing chamber and the exit needle. Yeah, soap and water can't do that. For use on all Keurigs, definitely keep out of reach. They're mainly dealing with the oil residue. And these work really good when you change between drinks. So if somebody's been drinking some teas and you go to coffee, these are really good. But sometimes just a freshwater rinse works okay for that. Okay. This one's got something that says up here, phosphate free. I'm not sure what that, odor free, biodegradable. Compatible with all Keurigs. Yeah, eliminates flavor transfer, cleans the exit needle and the cup holder. Ingredients: sodium carbonate, sodium percarbonate. Is this given ingredients? Sodium carbonate. So these two have the same ingredients. I don't think this has ingredients. I looked on this before. There is ingredients. bicarbonate disodium acid, a whole bunch of stuff. Citrate disodium. Okay. Sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, sodium citrate. So yeah, a lot of harsh chemicals. So I'm kind of torn. I always like to experiment with the other ones. I think I'm going to keep using the Keurig K-Cups. Every time I kind of get away from a Keurig product, like their descaling solution or their filters or something, I end up regretting it. Because I think, well, the Keurig stuff's going to be expensive and maybe I can find something a little cheaper. But I think Keurig just kind of knows what they're doing with their stuff. And I do believe this one does a little better job. So this one might clean the best, but man, that's a lot of chemical. This thing is still sudsing and foaming. So yeah, this one may clean the best, but man, are you getting any chemical left over in your Keurig machine? This one is just an oddball. I'm not sure what's going on with this. They need to explain that more, what they were doing, and that might make more sense. But I'm going to stick with the Keurig rinsing pods. They are just a little bit more expensive. I was expecting these to be quite a bit cheaper because normally Keurig stuff is pretty expensive, but you know, $1.66 compared to $1.85. I'm going to stick with the Keurig rinse pods. I hope this video helps. I'm going to be doing a comparison of descaling solutions. So I've bought the top, I think 3 or 4 descaling solutions for Keurigs. And again, I'm suspecting I'm going to just like the Keurig solution, but I'm going to give the others a try. I gave one a try and I didn't like it. The cheapest one and the number one on Amazon, I didn't like it, but I'm going to try the other 2 or 3 and see what I think. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.